أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
People often ask me, what is Cham? Who are the Cham people? Because we're not only Cham, we're Cambodian, we're Vietnamese, we're Malayan, we're other citizenships. And we're American. We're not Buddhists like many Cambodians or Christians. And our history is as complicated as the lands that we come from and the histories of migration.
The Cham story has been overshadowed by war, migration, and perseverance. We came from the ancient kingdom of Champa, which was located in the modern-day south-central coastal areas of Vietnam. The kingdom existed since the 2nd century and reached its peak in the 10th century. In early 14th century, Islam started to take root in the kingdom from the Arab and Indian traders. So in 1471, that is the first capital that fell into the Vietnamese hand, and it created a catastrophe. So a lot of people, Cham population, migrate to Cambodia. Some of them migrate to Hainan. Some of them migrate to Malaysia. Some of them migrate to Thailand. And majority of them migrate to Cambodia. So Cambodia became a second home to Cham. And then things progress until the modern history, where 1975, after the fall of Saigon and the fall of Phnom Penh, then the Cham start migrate again because of fear of retribution.
We all share the same story. We have lost everything, no hope. We have nothing left to look on. So we have to escape. We have to leave and migrate for the better. And thanks God that we found a place where America that was the land of opportunity, and we placed to be proud to be called home today.
I came when I was very young, but I came to the United States with my mom and my dad and my siblings, and we went to Colorado. We lived there for, 8 or 9 years before we came to California, and that's where we built our new home here in California and meet the Cham. When I was in Colorado, I had no Cham. We were the only Asian there, and English was, we'd have to learn English. We were not allowed, we were encouraged to speak only English. So there was no Khmer, there was no Cham, so only English. And I came here to California. I get to meet the Cham, and I was so happy to be in a community of my people.
Our community here centered around this mosque. And one of the visions that we have for our community here in Santa Ana is that we need to find a foothold in America. And the best foothold in America, according to our Cham tradition, is the place of worship. So we like to build this mosque to hold our tradition here, to find a foothold here, something that we can touch and we can feel. So this is one of the vision that why we build this mosque, so that people can converge here and exchange their language, the culture, the food aspect, the clothes aspect, something like that.
I want to be able to explain to my kids, who we are, be able to pass on the language, teach them how to speak the language so it could, so they can pass it on to their children, and also be able to tell them where we come from, our culture, and just more about the Cham kingdom and how we migrated to Cambodia or to other different countries. I mean, being able to explain to them and being able to pass on the language, I think that's what I want to pass on to my kids.
فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا
The Cham, as well as other ethnic minorities in the United States, are melting into American culture. It's an uphill battle, but the mosque they establish and the community they live in still exhibit a distinct Cham character. They're still fighting to find a foothold in a new land while socializing around their mosque with their distinct language. After 5 centuries after the fall of Champa, the Cham have adapted to survive throughout the changes around them.